2 Samuel 1, 17 and 18. David sang the following lament for Saul and his son Jonathan. Now, we see how Jeremiah had a lamentation. We see oftentimes these, and we also know that David wrote songs. Whether this one was recorded in the book of Psalms, I don't know. Perhaps it was. But either way, this was a way for David to mourn and show that to mourn. Mourning process was taken more serious than those days. People wouldn't eat or do much of anything during a period of time during mourning, and then they'd go back to live normal. And so David wrote this song, a sad song for them in their honor, in their memory. And he ordered the Judites be taught the song of the bow. It is written in the book of Jashar. Now, considering that it's written in the book of Jashar, I highly doubt it's one of the Psalms. It's also called the Song of the Bow, which probably referenced to how Saul died, falling on his sword, being shot by an arrow, wounded. But either way, this book of Jashar, it's most likely a historical account written from starting around the time of Joshua, and a historical account. We think of Scripture as a historical account, and it is historically accurate, but Scripture is also theological. This book would have had it would have just been details, accounts of what happened, and that's it. While because they were really believers and had faith, it would have had theological thing. It wasn't a theological book. We see from certain historians that what they believe you can tell a little bit from how they recite history. But this would have been mainly just historical accounts taken up by the kings, and then later the kings would have their own accounts, which are recorded as the chronicles of whatever king it was that's mentioned later. So this would have been similar to that, but been something handed down and added to. It's not Scripture at all.